Lesson 2.1.
Hi, kindergartners. So today we are going to work through Chapter 2, Compare Numbers to 5. We're going to go to our first lesson today, 2.1. So the directions read, place counters as shown. Trace the lines to match the counters in the top frame. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 red counters. 1, 2, 3, 4 red counters. Now let's count our yellow counters. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have to find 4 yellow. 1. Put them out of my supply bag. I keep everything organized. 2, 3, 4. These are matching sets. They're the same. And I draw a line, red to yellow, 1, red to yellow, 2, red to yellow, 3, red to yellow, 4. This tells us that these are equal sets. Go to our next page. The directions read, place a counter on each car in the set as you count them. Move the counters to the 5 frame below the car. Draw the counters. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I move them into my 5 frame. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I draw them. I start from the beginning, take one off at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we have equal sets. I have 4 cars and 4 counters. The puppets, we're going to do the same thing. We want to know if the number is one set greater, is one set less than, or are the sets the same? So I'm trying to figure out if I have the same number of cars and the same number of puppets, or do I have greater than or less than? Let's see. Let's count our puppets. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's move them to our 5 frame. Start from the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I move them off one at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now draw a line to match the counters. So that's the same, that's the same, that's the same, and that's the same. So do I have greater cars than puppets, less cars than puppets, or the same cars as the same in puppets? Yes, exactly. They are the same number, 4 and 4. Excellent. Over here, we're going to compare hats with juice boxes. So the directions read, compare the set of objects. Is the number of hats greater than, less than, or the same as the number of juice boxes? Count how many and write the number. Parents, if your students, there we go. So first we're going to count our hats. Mark them as you count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you're going to write your 5. Across, down, and around. That's 5 that I found. All right, let's count our juice boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, here we go. Across, down, and around. That's 5 that I found. Ooh, so here's a 5, and here's a 5, What does that tell us? Are there greater number of hats than juice boxes? Less number of hats? Or the same number of hats? Yeah, it's the same. There are 5 hats and 5 juice boxes. Those are the same number. All right, we're going to turn to next page with our cute little mouse at the top. It says count how many buses and write the number. Draw to show a set of counters below the buses that have the same number as the set of buses. Write the number. Draw a line to match the objects in each set. All right, so we're going to take that apart. We're going to do it one thing at a time. First, we count the buses. Mark them as you count them. 1, 2, 3. And then we write the number 3. Start just below the top, around a tree, go to the middle, follow the same line back, and around a tree. That makes the number 3. Then it said draw the same number of counters. So here's a bus. I'm going to draw the same number. Our number is 3. So here's a bus and a counter. Here's a bus and a counter. Here's a bus and a counter. Now let's count. 1, 2, 3. So we made 3. Let's make our beautiful 3s again. Nice and slow like a pro. Around a tree and around a tree. That makes the number 3. Now we're going to attach our bus to our counter to see if they are the same. Yep, each bus has 1 counter, so we made the same. The bottom, draw 2 sets that have the same number of objects. So you might want to draw 2 circles and 2 hearts, or maybe 3 flowers and 3 cars. You can decide what you want to make here. Just make 2 sets that have the same number. Now we're going to go over to our dolphins and sea turtles. Compare the set of objects. Is the number of dolphins greater than, less than, or the same as the number of turtles? Count how many dolphins, write the number. Count how many turtles, write the number. Tell a friend what you know about the number of objects in each set. So here our friend would be one of our family members. Let's count our dolphins. Mark them as you count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you remember that 5? If you don't, ask someone to help you make it. Across, down, and around. That's 5 that I found. Let's count the turtles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. 5 across, down, and around. That's 5 that I found. So what do you think? Are the dolphins greater, less than, or the same as the number of turtles? That's right. They're the same. 5 dolphins, 5 turtles. They are the same number. Here we go with our cars. Count how many cars, write the number. Draw to show the set of counters that have the same number of cars. Let's count our little cars. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down and across, so you make that L shape first. Down and across, and then jump to the top and down some more. That makes the number 4. Now we're going to draw a counter for each car. And we want the same number. 1, I'm going to connect them to make sure each car has a counter. So I don't make too many and I don't make less than. Yes. Okay. Each car has a counter. How many were there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Make your L first, down and across. Jump to the top and down some more. That makes the number 4. These last two I want you to do by yourself. How many birds are in the cage? Do you see any birds in the cage? Write the number. Trace the number 2. Make that many counters. All right, boys and girls, have fun with math.